What a way to kick off the season. To start off, we had Jaden Hardy dropping 41 points, and now right after that, JD Davison, which is also known as the #1 point guard in all of the country, just dropped 57 points. The top players are coming to play right away, and they're not waiting until the 4th or 5th game, they're doing it from the start. They're also proving that this whole COVID situation was not going to slow them down or hold them back. We gotta talk about JD's game though, so let's dive into it. Mikey Williams also played yesterday, and he's playing again at 3:30 today, so if y'all want to see a double upload on covering that game, let's get this video to 300 likes within an hour. 300 likes in 1 hour and we'll talk about Mikey's game. Now without further ado, let's really dive into this video. Going into this season, this one player made a name for himself rather quickly. Around a year or two ago, not too many people even knew who this guy was, and all of a sudden he's supposed to be the apparent #1 point guard in the country? Davison getting that #1 spot raised a lot of red flags and a lot of questions. Some people didn't think he deserved it, and then others felt like he should be #1. But however, there's one thing for sure, those doubters and critics, they've been real quiet. And the reason they're quiet, like I stated, is because he dropped 57 points in his first game. My dude straight up went off. There's no other way to put it or say it. Due to copyright reasons, I can't throw up the clips on the screen because Overtime owns the rights to those videos, but if you want to go see the highlights, go check them out on their channel. If you did see the highlights though, I have one question that I need y'all to answer in the comment section. Why was there so many people in that gym? I mean this when I say it. They weren't even spaced out and you couldn't find an empty seat. I think fans should be allowed at the games, but I don't know, maybe not that many. The game was in Alabama because that's where his high school is from, so I guess they're just a different breed. I just wanted to speak up on that. Let me know in the comment section what you think about that. Now let's really get into the highlights. I can't really come on here and just tell you he did one thing really good because he was scoring however he wanted to. It got to the point where it was so easy he started doing 360 layups. If you know a little about JD too, you also know that he can absolutely fly in the air. His dunking and leaping ability was on full showcase in this game as well. This entire game just felt weird watching it because even though JD was going off, it was pretty close the entire game. He dominated in the first and second half, so there wasn't just a quarter or a half where he went off. At the end of the first quarter, it was a 2 to 3 point game, and at halftime, it was still roughly a 5-point game. The reason I say it was strange is for this right here. It looked like JD and even his team, they weren't really trying. He was just out there hooping like it was another game at the Boys and Girls Club. He was pulling up threes from the volleyball line in transition. We see this all the time, so I know what you're saying, Matt, that's not a big deal, but it is a big deal because he was doing this when it was a 2 to 3 point game. And oh yeah, I can't forget to throw in there, he did make some of those threes. I think he's a good shooter, and that's probably an underrated part of his game, but he's at his best when he's attacking the rim. And that's where he was most effective in this game and where he got a ton of his points. He was splitting double teams, going to the rim, and getting a ton of and ones and easy baskets. The only knock I really have on him, and it's not even me, it's what other people were saying, was that he was being a ball hog and he wasn't passing to his open teammates. People were saying on the comments was, oh, I'd hate to be his teammate because they're just watching him go off. I didn't see that in the highlights. It just looked like he was in Kobe Bryant mentality mode and he was going off himself. I don't think too much about it. People are gonna hate regardless. If he would have passed, it'd have been like, oh, he's passing too much and blah 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 blah. It just goes to show you, if you have 57 points and play one of the best games of your life, people are still gonna hate on you somehow. Just like with LaMelo Ball, dude dropped 92 points and yeah, he snowbirded, but it's 92 points. Almost half of you watching this won't score 92 points in your basketball career. I don't care how you get it. If you score over 50 points in a high school varsity game, that's impressive. Going into the second half, the third quarter, they didn't pull away either, and this kind of shocked me. I was trying to analyze and see how good JD's team was, but I just couldn't tell because I couldn't see them do anything. The other team couldn't stop him, so why would he pass and why would you take the ball out of his hands? And if I'm being honest with you guys, I don't think it matters how good his team is as long as they can catch and pass the ball to him because he can carry them to a state championship. In the fourth quarter, they did somewhat kind of pull away and they walked out with the dub, but like I said, it was just a weird game to watch. It felt like the game wasn't close because JD was going off and they couldn't stop him, but when you look up at the scoreboard, it was pretty even. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. It was one of those games that you had no doubt that JD's team was going to win, but there could be a chance that the other team comes back. Overall for JD, I saw a lot of great things. 3-point shot was on lockdown, mid-range was there as well. He didn't shoot a lot of mid-ranges, but when he did, it was alright. His driving ability was 10 out of 10. And his dunking ability, it was on full effect. He looked like, and he proved why he's the #1 point guard in the country. That's all I gotta say. I'm curious though, let me know in the comment section, do you think he was ball hogging? Was he not ball hogging? And was he going off? Let me know. With that being said, that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. And hey, if y'all want a double upload, 300 likes in 1 hour, and I promise I'll get y'all a double upload tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, let's be great. I'm out, y'all. Peace.